Yo, what is going on, guys? Jake here from the NRUK Racing League, and welcome back to the NRUK Cup Series for race number 13 of the season. Past the halfway point now, and with just 3 races remaining until the start of the NRUK Cup Series chase, things are beginning to heat up. Thank you, everyone, for joining us again here today on the NRUK. We're going races from Atlanta today, 40 odd laps or so, 49 laps around this speedway, and should be a lot of fun. Without further ado, let's get into your starting lineup. An incredible drive yesterday on pole position is Germain Racing's Luke Evans, who put his Geico Military Chevrolet Camaro on pole in a fantastic performance for Luke. This team is actually closing at the end of the season, and will be rebranding to a new team, Aflac Racing, owned and directed by Roman Fenway. They'll be switching manufacturers to Ford next year, bringing in a completely new team, but they do get the shop and already existing resources from Germain Racing. So Germain Racing closing at the end of the season, but at the moment, on pole position. Great effort from Luke Evans. To his outside, William Seaman behind them. They got last race winner Jake Richardson and Nonigan Scott. Then Mitchell Collins with a fantastic 5th place effort, and Keegan Thompson. Then we have Evan Hunter and Colton Yo, Max Rossi and Luke Rainey round out the top 10. It's good at qualifying efforts here for the rest of the field, like Cody Smart, Jensen Edwards, Roman Fenway having a good day in qualifying. Some guys did struggle, including Anthony Sharbar and Alexander Rowe. They need big days to try and force their hand around the chase cut-off bubble. Just 3 races remain then here in season number 5 before we get to the chase for the cup. 12 drivers make it, top 10 in points, and the 2 drivers with the most wins between positions 11 to 20 get those 2 wild card spots. There will be a video out later this week explaining how our chase seeding works and etc. So stuff like that will be revealed later this week. In case anyone's wondering, we will have a video out on that explaining how it's going to work. But Luke Evans, can he pull off an upset victory? Derek Hamill did it earlier this year. Is he going to join him in that kind of group? It's not been a great year for them. To his outside, William Seaman. He's a big day. He's on the bubble of the chase. So is Jake Richardson. But which driver's going to bring it home? Atlanta, Pocono, and Indianapolis. Those are the 3 races left in the regular season. We're going to find out who wins today. Luke Evans brings the field of 39 to the green flag. Green flag in the air. We're racing at Atlanta. Down the backstretch then for the first time today. William Seaman on the outside lane here might get to lead lap number 1. It's the outside. Looks to be the preferred groove early on. William Seaman leads lap 1 in the 10. That'll be some bonus points for him. Exactly what the doctor ordered for the Stuart Haas Racing driver. That stable's been so strong this year. Everyone at Stuart Haas Racing has put together a fantastic season so far. And Seaman's no exception. He's looking for his first win of the season today. Can he get it at Atlanta? Luke Evans isn't going away, though, in that 13. Keeping pressure on the inside lane. They continue to race and jostle for position behind them. To the front they go then. Seaman led that lap again, but Luke Evans might have a better line through turns 1 and 2. Down the backstretch they go. Maybe Jake Richardson's going to try and look for 3 wide here. Is it going to work? He is going to make a move then. Jake Richardson looking to become the 3rd driver to go 2 in a row, and the 3rd driver in succession to get back-to-back wins here in the NRUK. Can he join Evan Hunter and Keegan Thompson in that elite group? Meanwhile, they've gone 3 wide behind them. That's allowed the 10 car to get clear. Maybe not for now. Richardson hasn't gone away just yet. Luke Evans shuffled up towards the middle. Nonigan Scott remains on the high side. 4-car group then at the front here on lap number 4. William Seaman has not gone away on that outside lane. Jake Richardson putting on early pressure. A 3-1 move to the inside. Luke Evans still remains inside the top 5 for now. Mitchell Collins holding his own as well on the 36. Through turns 1 and 2 they go again. 3 wide for the lead here, but not one driver can get clear at the moment. Rest of them kind of battle behind in this group. William Seaman probably looks to have the best car. He just hasn't been able to get clear yet for the 22. The 13 now slots in behind him on the high side. But this is an interesting battle to start off this race. Nothing's been able to separate the top 3 right now. Logan Scott has fallen back into the depths of 4th place. Look at Evan Hunter making some nice early progress. Luke Rainey as well. I can see on that inside lane. Here on lap number 6. William Seaman is now clear. It's just whether he can get down towards the inside and block the run of Jake Richardson. He will. But look at the run Luke Evans got off the high side. The high side of 3 and 4 here does look sort of effective. You know, you can get a run off that high side potentially, as Luke Evans has proved just there. The 13 car really forcing the issue for Germain Racing. It's a team that's closing at the end of the year. You wouldn't guess it by their performance in this race so far. Top 4 kind of remain unchanged here. No one can get a clear advantage of the other driver at the moment. You know, it's remained pretty even Stevens so far. Not a great deal of passing out on track, has to be said. Evans and Seaman continuing to battle it out. No one can separate these two. Evans gets the power down on the backstretch. Can he clear the 10 car going into 3 and 4? He won't. William Seaman is still there on the inside lane. Again here, early days yet. A lot can still change during this race, but the drivers remain calm, composed and collected right now. Dylan Abrahamian and Jeremy Baylor off the pace. Slightly slower cars for them, of course. Feel kind of spread out here. Cole Hunter towards the back. Alex Fletcher again struggling. So are your points leader, in fact, Joe Rutkowski. He's having a poor day at the moment in the 1 car. Not been his best outing. He's going to look to try and move his way out of the pack as quick as he possibly can. No one can get past the front 2 at the moment. No one can get clear of that dirty air. It's been Seaman and Evans who've been the prominent cars. We've seen Jake Richardson out the front for a little bit. But again, lack of passing right now concerning probably for these guys. They want to get it done early because they might not get an opportunity to pass later on in this event. Richardson's looking again, 3 wide again. The high side though has been the place to be off of this corner, which Luke Evans might prove once again here. So line that time, I believe Evans led that lap. William Seaman remains middle. Jake Richardson continues on that inside lane. Team Penske driver. Again, it'd be incredible if 3 drivers could, you know, consecutively win back-to-back races. Keegan Thompson did it all with Rockinghams. Evan Hunter then did it. Is Jake Richardson going to join that club? Has to be said that the 10 car William Seaman looks strong as of right now, holding his own at the front. And the Smithyfield Ford Mustang, now he gets clear of both drivers. But again, Richardson's going to close in on him on the inside lane in turns 1 and 2. Lap 12 of 49 here. It's going to be a long old race here at Atlanta. Still a while to go in this one. Not a lot of great deal of action out on track right now, admittedly, has to be said. Try and find a battle here. See some of these guys have just tailed off here from the kind of lead. Grave Anthony and Charbois struggling. He needs a good day really to even have a chance of getting in within the playoff cut-off / bubble. Charbois not having the day he requires right now. Same for Matt Johnson. He needs to work his way up there in the 6 car. A few others here just currently dawdling at the front. You know, they're just waiting, maybe patiently. Mitchell Collins on the cusp of the top 5, so this could be a good run for the 36 team right now. Again, Mitchell shown signs of brilliance this year. Just again, the consistency might not have been there, and Front Row Motorsports in general has had a struggling year. Him, Kyle Hunter, and Diego Yepes all really struggled for any sort of form in season number 4. They're hopefully looking to pick that back up in season number 5. All 3 of their cars will be returning. We don't know about the drivers just yet. From our Motorsports got a lot of decisions to make regarding their program next year. We'll see what they do in the off-season. Look at Jeff Bright running towards the apron here in the 9 car. He's making some big old bomb moves here, trying to get up inside the top 5. Started towards the rear of the field, or not really towards the rear, but deeper in the pack than he would have liked to. But he's worked his way up towards the front here and doing a nice job of it right now. Just taking a while for these guys to kind of sort themselves out, trying to find their cars, trying to find where the best point is on the racetrack for them and what adjustments they might need to make should a caution come out and they do decide to pit. That would be unlikely, of course. Richardson and Seaman continue to have this gargantuan battle out in front. 22 and 10, both Mustangs. Has to be said, Mustang's probably been the cream of the crop in terms of manufacturers this year, although Chevy has put up a good fight, has to be said. But you look at both Team Penske and Stuart Haas Racing, they've been, very good all season round, really. All their drivers are up there fighting for this title. Hendrick Motorsports represented quite well as well towards the front, and so does Chip Ganassi Racing. So it's been a good battle between the Fords and the Chevys this year. Toyota has struggled. Joe Gibbs Racing not had much success. I mean, Evan Hunter has won 2 races. Mathis Wells has won another, but Joe Gibbs overall probably won a bit more performance out of their cars. Looking towards the future, Richardson has cleared the 10 car now. So Jake Richardson is out in the lead of this race. Look at Evan Hunter, looking for 3 wins in as many races. He's picked up form at the exact right time when he needed to in this season. Evan hasn't really been a factor until the last 5 or so races, where he's been at the front at most of them. And here he is towards the lead again. Evan Hunter trying to break inside the top 10 in points to try and solidify that chase spot. I mean, he's got 2 wins to fall back on, which should be enough at this point of the season anyway to get a wildcard spot. You never know what could change though here in the NRUK. So, Evan, for yet another win, you have to say is pretty much a guarantee. 3 wins is almost guaranteeing you into the NRUK Cup Series chase field. As Keegan Thompson's already shown this season in the 48. He's got 3 wins, coming at all the Rockinghams. He's pretty much guaranteed in. He's inside the top 10 anyway at the moment. Even if he was to fall outside the top 10, he's got those 3 wins to fall back on. And Keegan should be a pretty much lock into the chase, as should the likes of Rutkowski, who's towards the top of the standings. Max Rossi, Nolligan, Scott, Colton Yo. Those 4 have kind of had a clear breakaway from the 5th place driver. When I mean clear breakaway, I'm talking about 10 to 20 points. So they should be comfortable. Again, they get one more good result today, they should be fine. But again, you never know. 2 DNFs, 2 wrecks, and we're talking different implications here. Of course, that cut-off race at Indianapolis is going to be wacky, but also fascinating. Pocono after this one, that could be an interesting race over at the Tricky Triangle. See who wins that one. So, 2 very unique racetracks in terms of the way they lay out and the shape of the tracks. You got the triangle of Pocono to navigate around, and then the kind of more rectangular shape of Indianapolis. Both which are going to be completely bonkers races, because those guys that are on the cusp of the playoffs have got to start making their moves. They've got to stop being a bit more bold and aggressive in their driving style, because that's the only way they're going to find themselves in the field for the NRUK Cup Series chase. So now's the time to really go. Now's the time to crunch down, to find some form. These 2 drivers out front, Jake Richardson, Evan Hunter, they found that form lately. And it would just be incredible if Jake Richardson could go and get another back-to-back win. We've seen it so many times this season. I don't know how, and I don't know, why, but that's happened. But Evan Hunter wants to say different to that, because he is there in the 11. He's forcing the issue. How about Jeff Bright, second in line on the inside? He's joined by Keith Stevens, Tim Gary. More guys that need good performance to, solidify that spot in the chase. I know that's all we're going to be talking about the next couple of races, but that's important at this time of year. That's the main news. That's the main kind of buzz going around the NRUK Cup Series at the moment. These two continue to battle. We're going to look further through the pack here. We see this car here. This is the 53 of JJ Reed. Rickware Racing is selling off two of their cars next year to cut down on running costs for the team, trying to raise a bit more funds. JJ Reed's ride, that 53 Chevrolet Camaro, will be going at the end of the year, as will his teammate's car, Carter Friesen, that 54 Ford Mustang. There's two cars being sold by Rickware Racing for next season. We don't know the buyers of them just yet. That's still undecided, and we're still an unknown here in the NRUK. But that'll produce two new teams, and that should be a lot of fun to watch that go up. Trying to get the users more involved. And oh, there we go. There's another failure on another Front Row Motorsports car, and it is Diego Yepes again. Two races. Two part failures for the 38 team, and it has been a woeful season from them. Another part failure on the 38, and Yepes must be infuriated by that. Not been his season, it's not been that team's year at all. And Yepes slow on the apron, and slowing downhill, smoke billowing out of the 38. Meanwhile, back up at the front, it's still these two drivers, still duking it out. Jeff Bright, I can imagine, really wants to get in this battle right now. Someone who won Texas earlier this year is going to win at Atlanta, which is another track that he'd like to get on his resume. Jeff Bright, been inside that top 10 all year, now trying to clinch that chase spot. Again, there hasn't been much passing for the lead. The main kind of drivers have been up front all day. Luke Evans still holds his own in the top 5, so that's a great run for the 13 team. Trying to see if they get a breakaway. Matt Johnson's worked his way out the field, so the 6 has made the moves that have been required of him. If he can squeeze into the top 10, great. If he can squeeze in the top 5, brilliant from the 6 team. He has been moving his way up the order. Can he continue to do that? Again, nothing separating the 11 and the 22, though. They've been side by side for God knows how many laps now. And if that continues on the last lap, photo finish definitely on the cards. You want to get those cameras out, because we could be set for a photo finish here. 3 wide behind them for 4th. Keith Stevens throwing it towards the inside. But look at the run. Luke Evans found off the high side of 3 and 4. Great run from the 13 car. And that might kind of boomerang the Chevrolet up to 3rd, maybe even 2nd. Great stuff from Luke Evans. And a promising run for this driver. 3 wide behind them. Keith Stevens trying to make a move stick. He will. He forces Jeff Bright on to the high side. Bright will now be drawn by teammate Keegan Thompson up towards the front. Richardson remains clear at the moment. So they continue to run around here on lap number 30. I will just briefly talk about the kind of playoff format. So 12 seeds, of course, 1 through 12. The points leader going into the chase will get 60 bonus points. That's 12 times 5. So you get 5 points in between each position you finish. So the points leader will get 60 points going into the chase. The second place driver will get 55 points. Third place driver 50 points. Fourth place 45 points. You get it. And goes down to the eventual last place seeded driver who only get 5 bonus points. Then for every win you have, you'll also get 5 more bonus points. So Keegan Thompson has 3 wins. That means he gets 15 extra points on to wherever he finished in the final standings. So if Keegan Thompson was to finish 3rd in the standings, that will mean he'll get 50 initial playoff points. With those 3 wins, that's 15 more. That means he'll have 65 playoff points heading into the round of 12. Then we'll have the round of 12. With the points all added in, it'll be very similar to real life. If you win in that round. If you are a chaser and you do win, you will automatically progress to the round of 8, where the playoff points will reset again. So if you're first place going into the round of 8, you'll again get this time 40 playoff points, and again 5 points added on from however many races you might have won in that round. There will be a video explaining that. There will be a video explaining that during the weekend or in the coming days, so it will be a bit more clearer. Unfortunately, there's not much on-track action to talk about at this point, so I thought I'd try and explain it. I did a I will have a video out on it. Sorry for confusing you there. It will be much easier to explain through the video. Just nothing really to talk about on track at the moment, as the 11 and 22 continue to have this mammoth battle out in front. Richardson currently just clear at the moment. Luke Evans continues to place in 3rd right now. 13 doing a nice job. 22 and 11 start front. Look at what he was assuming. He's moved down to the inside lane. So has Keith Stevens. Max Rossi. Forcing Mac Johnson and Tim Gary free wide. But again, I don't think anything's going to separate these front two at the moment. Jake Richardson continues to lead. He now clears the 11 of Evan Hunter. Down the backstretch they go. Jake Richardson out in front. Evan Hunter, they've both now got clear of the rest of the pack. So it might be between these two to settle it. Mac Johnson is now inside the top 10. That could be big for his playoff chances. Look at Keith Stevens breaking into 3rd for Team Penske. Team Penske's had a good day. Nolan Scott has fallen back a little, but all 3 of their cars inside the top 10. Jeff Bright's stuck in the middle at the moment. Mathis Wells is up towards the front. So some new names coming up towards the front. It's just taken them a while to get accustomed to the track and their cars. See for the rest of the field here. Riley Spurley Tube struggling. That's good. Not good for him in terms of playoff implications. William Buren having a struggling day again. These guys really are struggling. The likes of Fletcher, DeLello and Kyle Hunter. And then some of the last drivers towards the front. Now they're stacking up. Now this could get interesting, because now Keith Stevens is joining the lead battle. Can he chuck it free wide here? He won't. He remains put for now. Jake Richardson continues to lead. He's had a lot of laps today. Evan Hunter's hot on his tail though. Keith Stevens has joined the battle. Max Rossi up inside the top 5. Mac Johnson doing a stellar job as of now. Top 10. Both double file, all the way back to Mathis Wells, who's clear in 11th. And Nathan Stapleton are battling out that position. It's the 11 and 22 right now, who are out in front. Been a pretty dull and drab race, if we're being totally honest with you. It's not been great action to promote the NRUK, but here we go. We're going to get a finish here, and it could be tight, because each time it's been tight coming to the line, pretty much most laps, that might be the one saving grace. Richardson and Hunter side by side. Stevens and Seaman side by side. Rossi and Evans side by side. That's the running order right now. They've hurtled down the backstretch there. Again, been a pretty dull and drab race right now. Side by side to the line. It's Richardson on the high side, Hunter on the inside. Richardson clear for now. But Evans trying to force his way. Is it going to be Evan Hunter getting 3 wins in as many races? Or will it be Jake Richardson going back to back? Max Rossi trying to force his hand for third. 5 to go at Atlanta. It's going to be between one of these 2 drivers. Hunter or Richardson. Who is it going to be? Down the backstretch into turns 3 and 4. Richardson on the high side. Four to go this time by. It's been a dull and drab affair here at Atlanta. I've really do appreciate you sticking with us at this point, because I can very much understand if you have left at this point. If you want to talk about anything else in the chat, then go for it. Probably said that earlier on though, as we now are coming towards the closing laps, and it is going to be between the 22 and the 11, unless something dramatic happens. Four to go now. Might be 4 to go. Don't really know, to be honest. No, 3 to go at Atlanta. We've even lost track in the numbers of laps. That's brilliant. That's top class. It's going to be between one of these 2 drivers. Could come down to a photo finish. I don't know who's going to get it. Maybe the 22 or the 11. Either or, it's going to be a good result for one of these 2 race teams. 2 to go now at Atlanta. Jake Richardson has probably the slightly better car and the slightly better lead. But Evan Hunter does not want to back down without a fight. Richardson down the backstretch for the penultimate time. He's well clear of the 11 now. There's going to be an easy run to the finish. And going to be another driver getting another back-to-back win. Hunter's there though. Coming to the stripe. White flag is out here at Atlanta. 22 or 11. Place your bets now, because it's going to be one of these drivers going to victory lane. Evan Hunter with a slight advantage. Through 3 and 4 that time. Down the backstretch. Richardson and Hunter side by side in the 3 and 4. Who's going to have the advantage? Off the turn. Maybe slightly to Jake Richardson. Off of turn 4, down towards the stripe. Back-to-back wins for Jake Richardson and the 22 team. Great stuff from him in an awful race. The worst race of the season. And probably the worst race we'll ever see. Jake Richardson has won back-to-back. Again, another back-to-back winner. Unbelievable stuff here. That was truly shocking. So we apologise for that. There are the finishing results in order if you want to see where your driver finished in the end. Good day for Mac Johnson in the top 10, as well as Luke Evans. And here we go down the rest of the order. Bad day, bad race. And hopefully we'll be better next time when we go out to Pocono. Thank you very much for watching, and see you soon. Goodbye.